Chevrolet GMC Studios. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Fires a pass, and it's intercepted by the Huskers at the 25, Jay Foreman. And Foreman takes it down to the 19-yard line.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We had to go back to the 90s. Had to go back to the 90s.
Nick, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a break once the music stops, man. I'm gonna give you a chance right now to, I guess, redeem yourself. I know you went to Garth Brooks. We won't say who accompanied you, but I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this. What station on cable TV made that song popular? Because I was going to ask you,
there's no chance.
What dance came with that? But you're too young. You weren't even a thought probably when that was around. Because that's what I used to do, that dance when I used to score, the Ed Lover dance. So I'm just going to ask you on what station.
Is it still like around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The show's not, but
the station that's on every cable and everything right now.
So it's one of the lower channels?
No.
No,
it's not like lower channels is like, like news.
Yeah, well, there's CW there. I didn't know if you guys were on that. Is it? Let me ask you this: is it BET?
Nope. Steve Reich won.
Oh, you have to admit that was a good guess.
It was suspect at best. We could go somewhere where you thought it was BT, but we ain't gonna. It's the first day, so you outnumbered in here, my brother. So
yeah, I know.
Hey, like Jackie Chan said, tread water softly, my friend.
See, the good thing is I control the mics.
I got you. So you can like mute me out and stuff, beat me out.
Yeah, you want me to do it right now?
But Nick, you're still not faster than him.
Yeah,
I don't have to be. Well, I do.
Yeah.
And in close, I'm gonna tell you, in closed spaces, I'm still pretty quick. Now, you get me out past a block, you can go ahead and have it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how when you see the police chasing those fast like criminals?
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
You're right. And he be going.
Man.
Oh yeah, go ahead and have it. Man. Go ahead and have it.
Oh man, he went straight to BET. And the text I let you know, Nick, they're like, yeah, he went straight to BET.
Yeah, didn't he?
Like he went straight to BET.
Now we're gonna ask him this though: is it BET or BET Uncut? You don't even know what Uncut is.
Probably Uncut.
Yeah, do you know what that is? Though?
Is that like late night?
Yeah, late night, and that was when I think it was in Buffalo, and that was when Nelly came out with Tip Drill.
They just don't know.
Hey, and here's the funny thing about it. One of my teammates in Buffalo lived in Atlanta, like in the same neighborhood as Nelly, and this is back when AirTran would go back and forth.
Oh, good old AirTran
for cheap.
Oh, go like $46.
$46.
You could go anywhere.
Last minute too.
Yeah.
Monday, you get in there. Monday, you leaving at 7 p.m. like $50. So I'm watching BET Uncut, after a game or something. I think Monday after we're just up, playing cards and stuff. I was like, dang. I asked my boy Bryson. I was like, that look like my man PP. He's like, nah, dog, that ain't him. Looked at it next week. I said, that's him. Well, guess what? He had his bucket hat, right? So he had his bucket hat down.
So people wouldn't see.
Right? So they wouldn't see. The full 3 weeks later, wore that bucket hat into the locker room. I was like, yeah, that's you. I went up to him. I said, hey, man. I said, was it debit or credit? Would you swipe it? When they swipe the credit card, the American Express don't leave one without it. Yeah. He's like, you saw that? I was like, yeah. I said, it took me a month to figure it out, but I know it was your little tail on there.
See, the thought was that players would take the cheap flights, but they didn't want their teammates to know they would take the cheap flight.
He was AirTran king.
Like AirTran, like you could go from Atlanta to DC for like $46. And but there were like zero amenities, and nothing. You had to carry your own bags, and you.
So is it like Spirit Airlines?
Yeah.
Right now?
Spirit. It's rich Big Brother.
Yeah.
Like it's well off Big Brother.
Yeah, but it was always on time, but you wouldn't get no water, nothing. It was like you just sitting there. You got to bring your own stuff, and you only allowed one bag.
Yeah, and if it was more than that, they charged you for it.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
$100 for a bag.
Yeah, that
ticket $50 or $50. It was $59, right? Remember it was $39, $59, $79 on the tickets, right? But then if you had a bag that you had to check, it was $100. Still, that you still coming up.
And then mainly they would go to cities that were predominantly black.
Yeah, it was a black folks airline.
Only thing you see Soul Train, Soul Plane, it really was like AirTran.
Oh.
It's just to do that, but you're not off the hook.
Yeah,
we're fine.
I like how
so do you know who Ed Lover is?
I do not.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you.
I'm going to get a lot of information on.
Oh no, this is the whole point. We're here to bring you along with us.
You getting Ebonics?
Like we're trying to get
you. Could write an Ebonics book.
Like we're trying to get you an invite to the cookout.
Okay,
right? Like the mission of this, at some point, we should be able to just high five Nick and say, here's your pass to the cookout. You cool. But so Ed Lover, there's a dance you need to learn, and I think you could do this dance.
Definitely could do it.
It must be
Nick,
pretty
this
simple.
is perfect for you.
It must be pretty simple.
Well, because Ed Lover couldn't dance.
No.
But this move, Nick, I tell you what, I'll buy you the jersey of your choice if you will learn the Ed Lover dance.
No way.
In a week.
In a week, yeah.
You got to do a week. We can't give you no longer than that.
Right.
And you got to stretch out, loosen your hips up and stuff.
Are you saying I'm not gonna go there?
You know what I'm saying? You need to start working out with Jake. Jake got a little look at him.
Jake doesn't work out. He just doesn't eat.
Well, you got to do something.
Look at it. Well, he can't hear us right now, but
oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you got to learn the Ed Lover dance.
Ed Lover.
Okay, you got to learn the Ed Lover dance.
I'll give you the answer to it. It was on MTV.
Oh,
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen?
I've watched MTV.
No, Yo MTV Raps.
We're glad you watched MTV.
Okay.
What do you watch?
Ridiculousness.
Now you recover. Now we're talking. See, that's one of my favorite shows.
Okay.
I don't watch it anymore. I used to though.
Well, then there you go. Now
I think it's stupid.
Now you just went from the penthouse to the outhouse.
That's why you can't get your pass to the cookout.
All right.
See, you just
I'm out. I'm going to turn off my mic.
The phrase is you're doing too much, Nick. You're doing too much.
If I'm on the grill and you come over, and we got the family over,
okay,
you got to just keep what you say down to a minimum. You could talk yourself into some bad situations.
I'm sure.
You just got up into you was cool, and then you might not be invited back now. You don't watch Ridiculous. I figured you was a Jersey Shore type of dude.
No, Ronnie on there. No,
you're not a bro.
No.
You're not a bro.
No.
Okay.
Like they wouldn't even let you bring ice.
Forget the potato salad. You bring ice. Don't bring that airy ice either, man. We would like the thick stuff that lasts long.
Rick, so here's the thing. So Rico says we're picking on you. So
Not
we're
at
here.
all.
Yeah,
Rico
understand.
lucky he ain't here. I wish Rico was here. I had a whole bunch of stuff from Rico.
Well, I'm still a little set off by Rico's tweet.
Which one?
That Ellie can now open the door.
One?
That now Ellie can open the door so he can't go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just went, Rico, no. Like, no, bro, stop. Stop it.
You fumigating her young, precious lungs. Hey, he be methylphysioma and stuff for Rico, whatever. You know those commercials that come on late
in the middle of the night.
How'd you get it? I was exposed at an early age to the funk coming from my dad.
My dad did it all, which is kind of how you get it. Like most of it, like for me, my dad, he would do it if we were sitting there watching football,
right?
And he'd let go, and then he called my mom and say, "Can you come in here and see what your boy has done?" And then I get the blame for it.
Yeah.
I was like, "No, it wasn't me, Dad. You ain't gotta. You guys, we'll figure it out." Lots going on. Again, we want to welcome Jay Foreman to the show. Jay, it's a pleasure. We're looking forward. We've been trying to figure out a way to do a show together, and now we have it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the insight to how sports works.
Yeah.
And to get to the dark corners and the spaces that we can't get to, like listeners can't get to.
I try to stay out of them dark corners anymore, man. I try to stay in the light.
No, but see that light is other people.
Yeah.
Okay, and so a couple of rules in play, just so y'all know. This is a grown-up show. This is a grown man show. So, as Jay likes to say about running backs that used to talk trash across the line of scrimmage, Jay uses a phrase that is absolutely my favorite. if you feel that way, you can come see me.
Yeah, we can conversate. Right,
on the text line. I'll say this to you on the text line. If you ever say to us, can we just talk sports? I will block you. I will block you. Well, here's the thing. First of all, if your name is not on the show and you're not paid to produce it or direct it.
Yeah, that is true.
Chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chill out. Me and Jay are having a conversation, and we've just invited you guys to participate in it, but you don't get to direct it or say the direction we go. We're not going to do that for you. As a matter of fact, again, as Jay would say, he would tell you, come see him. Yeah. If you feel
your suggestions, it's just like when my dad told me one time. He said, "Look, man, this is gonna be a democracy till you make it a dictatorship." Hey, D, I said, "What's a dictatorship?" He's like, "You about to find out."
You about to?
And I found out real quick. It was a dictatorship.
I have to say this to you. So I spent the weekend in Minneapolis and went to see the Vikings. And I walked in the building, and it wasn't nothing but fours everywhere. Yeah. Like I thought I was going to see a bunch of Kirk Cousins jerseys. Nope. Thought I was going to see a bunch of. There were a lot of Stephon Diggs jerseys from back in the day. They have folks haven't transitioned for whatever reason. They haven't bought a lot of Dalvin Cook jerseys. Don't really know, but guess what? There are a lot of former jerseys up in that
there are a lot of 44s up there. Well, plus I got to give a shout out to my dad at chuckforeman.com. He's selling his memorabilia and jerseys and sweatshirts and homeboy. I didn't even talk to him today, but he got a bobblehead that swivels.
Yes.
I sent him a text. I said, "Go ahead with your bad self, man."
Yes, Spin Doctor. Yeah. The Spin Doctor has his own.
Yeah, guy said it spins around. What do you think about that, Nick? Is those A-okay?
I'll just leave my microphone on.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. It took a little while to get me. I'm kind of like I got some people I got to text back and stuff. I've been spread myself way too thin, so we're doing something. But I'm gonna tell you what one of my goals is. Main goals. It ain't got nothing to do with sports.
Yeah.
We are gonna have Nick like a trained assassin. Okay. Him.
He getting the playbook.
And what's your boy, Big Sky?
Yeah.
That's your homeboy?
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah. So we're going to have you two, like, the modern day Caucasian version fully of, like, Crockett and Tubbs. Y'all going to be just doing it. You know what I mean? You're going to be like a
Before I
chameleon.
say anything, I got to look up Crockett and Tubbs.
Oh, dang. Dang. I mean, just see, folks out there, this is what we working with, man.
I'm pretty sure you guys chose who you were working with.
Let me tell you something, man. Two brothers get on the radio and then they say, you know what, we just can't give it to you too easy now. We gotta give you something. You ain't even green, you fluorescent. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take you from fluorescent, like a banana, fluorescent to green, half green and yellow. Then you're gonna be ready to go. You're gonna be fully edible, right?
I need for you to help us understand, right? That you didn't have tickets to Garth, so I'm like, Nick, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. You want to go? He's like, yeah. And I didn't get him a ticket. I got two. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Nick, here you go, bro. What I hoped for was that Nick was just gonna grab somebody. He was going to have the night of his life.
You think I wasn't hoping for that?
You didn't go to Target?
No.
Hey, man. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. Here's the deal, Nick. I'm going to tell you this, man. My uncle, Blood, who's like not my blood uncle, but he is pretty much my uncle.
Right.
Okay? So you people out there, you guys are going to have to get used to the nicknames of the people that I talked about. So
right.
My Uncle Blood.
Right. And everybody has an Uncle Blood.
Yeah.
Everybody has an Uncle Blood.
And he did the same thing, man. He was just like, remember he came up to visit me and he's like, yeah, here's $20. Why don't you go to the movies? See who I was going to go. I called my boy Jamal up. He said, listen here, man, give me my change.
This was not for you to take your boy to see Garth.
Hey, Nick, but here's what the deal is. Mm-hmm. You only can go up from here, man. Right?
I agree.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing though, since we'll be a little serious here, since we're talking the dark corners of sports. One of the most interesting things from this last weekend, besides all the hoopla, the rookie quarterbacks, it's going to be and I'm a big Urban Meyer fan, right? Because I knew friends that work with him in Utah, knew about him and heard about him at Bowling Green, and the rest is history, right? And so I really like the way he coaches, and I've seen him in action, down here in Lincoln, where he was mad at a punter not playing the win right, and he was forecasting about when they were going to have to play Michigan, right? From my perspective, because they were, Nebraska was severely outmanned. It's going to be interesting to me to see how Urban Meyer throughout this year and I don't really think that he's going to last his whole contract. I think if he does, it's going to be somewhere he's going to be up in, like a GM or like kind of administration eventually, because he's also great at that. He's great at TV. He's great at everything. To see how he handles the ecosystem of the NFL locker room and the NFL business.
Well, you tweeted out that long ago that you didn't understand the whole Tim Tebow experiment. Like you didn't understand it. Tell us why.
Well, number one, I understand what Tim Tebow is as a leader and a person, but you're trying to take, and this is the thing where I always talk to these high school kids. Like, I would never forget being asked by a kid one time. He's like, was your idea or was your mindset out of high school was you just going to go to college and just, it's like a pit stop for the league? Like, dude, what's wrong with you? And here's what I mean is, like, I don't think people really understand what it takes just to get to the league, right? Get drafted, priority free agent, or just a guy that just comes and gets a tryout, let alone Tim Tebow, as great as an athlete as he was, and one of the most influential college football players probably ever. You know what I mean? I'm not taking nothing away from him. To go play professional baseball, which was a big feat in itself, and I think he did get to AAA, and it actually was pretty decent. He made
an All-Star game.
Right, made an All-Star game, hit for power. Then he decides to pivot to go play tight end against guys that do this as a profession, against the greatest athletes and the biggest and strongest guys at a position he's never ever played. That's why I had a problem with it. Now, if he was like, if you were trying to keep him on as like maybe like an H-back is a tight end. I don't know where you could keep him on besides like a backup quarterback or like a special teams guy, personal protector, kind of like like the guy down in New Orleans, kind of a jack of all trades, but he's not that fast. Plus, he's 34 years old. Okay. And he hasn't, and this is the thing. It's one thing for me, like, definitely not me, but say like if you're 34 years old. At 34 years old, when I just retired 2 years prior, going and working out, I could go out there and do it, right? But when you're doing it over and over and over at a position you never played before, and I know that there's probably 60 guys, I bet, right? 60 that probably deserve that spot more than him. Now, I will say this. What he's probably thinking is Tim Tebow can exceed expectations. Like, Urban Meyer's seen Tim Tebow do some things that nobody ever thought he could do, and seen him do things that he probably didn't think he could do. So he knows what he's made of. Could he get in that locker room and infuse these guys, because it's a pretty young team, on how to be professionals, because Tim is going to be a professional, hard worker, show up every day and compete. Then longevity, then whatever they would have to be paying him is worth it. But I think that there is a role for him, especially in Jacksonville with the Jaguars, definitely, because he puts butts in the stands. So I don't know how that will go about him making it as a player. I mean, and I know it's the first preseason game, and you can't do that.
You saw the 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Or attempts.
And he needs a lot of work. It's just something that he's never done before. It's one thing doing it against a sled. It's one thing doing it in practice. And it's another thing, let's also be honest. The way the CBA has changed, there's not a lot of practice for a guy like that.
Full pads, full contact.
So you're losing. He's losing out on hundreds and hundreds of reps all the way back to minicamp. So that's also affecting him as well. So but the caveat is that there's ability to keep him on practice squad if he really truly wants to play tight end, and really be good at it.
He'll be a great ambassador,
right? And be ambassador and be involved with the team. I do think that if there's anybody that's going to work for it and take his lumps and keep coming back, it'd be Tim Tebow. But him making the roster and being a threat is just is too tall of a task. He's not Antonio Gates. He's not Tony Gonzalez. He's not Marcus Pollard. These guys that were former basketball players, 6'6", and can body you. Where they're offensive threats. Tim Tebow is 10 years older, 12 years older from when these guys came in the league. 22 versus 34, and playing a position that they're not able to play. So, or that playing a position that were paid, and all of them, except Marcus Pollard, are Hall of Famers. And Antonio Gates soon will be a Hall of Famer.
How would you compare Jack Stoll, who's getting a chance in the league,
right,
to Tim Tebow, who's getting a chance?
I'm sure Jack Stoll is better. Is a better prospect than him. I haven't seen him when he's in his camp.
Right.
Look, Jack Stoll is done those blocks that Tim Tebow, and it's only 2 plays, but he only played 16. And it'd be interesting to see how game 2 goes. If you see a drastic improvement in game 2, then the whole conversation is going to change. The first game of the preseason is really, really hard. It is, because Tim Tebow is a rookie again. So you're out there looking more than anything.
On a bad team.
And it's late in the game. And so there's a lot of things he has to wrap his head around. And so if you see a big jump from game 1 to game 2, then the conversation when we come in, Monday, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Versus what we're seeing now. Jack Stoll, I think he's a better prospect. He's a big kid. He ran well. A lot of times it comes down to a numbers game, but he's done those blocks that Tim Tebow wasn't able to do, which are just basic blocks. Now, 59 on the was it the Bengals or what?
69, big thumper.
Yeah, big thumper he gave up the play too. So it's like he looked bad, which makes you look bad. So, we'll see. I just am not a believer. I think there's too many guys that struggle to get opportunities in the league. For Tim Tebow to get one. Now, I can't fault him because he's earned that right, and Urban Meyer's earned that right to make those decisions. So, but there's tons of guys that could play. I'm gonna put a pin right there, because when we come back, I'll ask you this question and give you time to think about it. Let's say you were still in the league and Tebow lined up in front of you. Oh, is
yeah. Don't give it to me now. We'll get that answer when we come back from the break.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket is all new.
Not all new. Early break's still the same.
The rest of the day is all new. Beginning with Happer and Schaefer from 8 to 11.
They both already worked here.
Tom and Bach from 11 to 2.
Tom's been here for 10 years.
Happy Hour with Nick and Rico at 2.
Weren't they both producers like yesterday?
One-on-one with DP at 3.
Not new.
And Old School with DP and Jay Foreman from 4 to 6.
Jay Foreman, he's new.
93.7 The Ticket. New lineup, old staff, plus Jay Foreman.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your KFXL Fox Nebraska weather tonight, mostly clear, overnight lows 68. Sunshine, highs in the upper 80s on Tuesday, south winds to around 15. I'm KFXL Chief Forecaster Ken Boughton for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Don't you feel so free out here on the lake?
Not as free as this soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
Casey's. Buy 4 fountain drinks, 5th one's free.
I love free.
Well, then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, got this free donut.
I love free donuts.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom Sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including free Lee Brice concert tickets. Casey's, here for good. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. For official rules, visit Casey's.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air's motto is our family serving yours. That starts with how we hire. We go through an extensive interview process to really get to know you and show you who we are. We want to help you build a great career, be challenged, have fun, and bring home an excellent weekly paycheck. We offer competitive wages with benefits, including a day off for your birthday. Apply to be a part of the John Henry's family at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Hi, Andy Neal of Cartridge World. We are not a big box store that sells everything and specializes in nothing. Cartridge World is your local expert when it comes to streamlining office printing and scanning. No big box can match our proven no-cost lease program. We customize solutions that supply you with multifunction printers and all the required service just for buying cartridge roll, ink, and toner at a 30% savings. Call for a no-cost consultation, 464-3455, or go online to cartridgeworld.com.
Back to old school with DP&J, presented by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese.
Dang. I need some platform shoes. You know what those are? Nope. Don't even worry about it.
I enjoyed this song.
Do you? I'm assuming you have the artist in front of you.
I don't.
Do you remember who the artist was?
Oh. Once you give it to me, I'll know it.
Well, that's not knowing it. Come
Yeah,
on.
so I
This
don't.
is one you need.
Strawberry Letter 23.
What does it say in the song now? It says Strawberry Letter 22.
Of course.
For the record.
Hey, I put all these together.
It's the
I
Brothers Johnson.
That's right.
The Brothers Johnson. You
have to understand that you sent me all these songs and I heard of three of them.
I think what you're saying, we got to break people in like real slowly, right? That's what you're saying. People picking up their kids from school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first day for school for some of these kids out there. Shout out to all the parents. You kicked all your little kids up out of day, eating you out of house and home. Hey, that's for real though.
You ready for them to go back to school?
Get out. Okay? I'm tired of looking at you. Okay. I feel for the parents out there. So the moms and stuff and dads. They just ain't used to all this type of soul stuff coming.
Nick,
man.
you see the look on his face. So he's not talking to those parents. He's talking to his kids.
Yeah. They know. I just asked, you want to get DDT? We can turn this into WWF up in here, man. We can go. It'd be WrestleMania up in here if we need to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what's funny though, man? I'm gonna tell you about this. I met, since I've been back to Lincoln, you meet some people and stuff, man. So I know some of these parents. I know for a fact. I don't even know if it's East or Southeast Lincoln. I know they be looking at me like that brother right there has got 10 screws loose, and I don't know which one gonna be gone today. You know what I'm saying?
Which
Nick,
one is missing? Which
one
is loose? Which one is gonna pop and break off?
And then
all
they
the
be
way?
looking at me crazy sometimes when I be coaching. So I just like sometimes if they playing so bad, I just put my shades on, just go to my happy place, man. Be like, man,
in the middle of the game.
Hey, then they be messed up. They be taking pictures and sending them around like group texts. I caught it one time. They accidentally had me on there. I said, man, what y'all doing? They was like, yeah, we know. You're just like, listen here. I'm wearing these sunglasses, so I do not go nuclear on your little kid that has got pickpocketed by some chump 5 times in a row. We've been doing ball hand drills for 5 months. So I'm trying to do the right thing.
The fact that I'm trying to picture you coaching basketball. Like you coaching football, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You in basketball, I just want to be there.
Oh, you're going to come.
No,
you
no,
you
but
didn't even know it yet.
I just want to film you and the referees.
No,
like
you know
I'm not
what?
even gonna watch the game.
You know what though? I don't really get on it because they got a hard job. Now I will jump on you 2 things. If you can't control the game, then I'm gonna come see you. And then if you got like there's this one ref in here, one ref and brother and stuff, and it was 2 of them. One of them, he was calling stuff so bad. I said, man, you disgrace to all the refs. Then he was over there, must have been talking to his little girlfriend or something. He was on Facebook Live. So I jumped in his Facebook Live. I said, he ain't do his job tonight. He was horrible. He's like, oh, it's like that. Yes, it was like that. Right? Because I followed him all the way to the thing. I told his superior, I said, this guy here should never ref one of my games again. And then the other dude, he affiliated with one of these like other clubs. I said, look, man, they ain't even playing. So stop trying to give these other calls, man. We'll see y'all next week. I don't really get on the rest of them.
How old are your kids? How old are the kids you coach?
14, 12, 13, 14,
So
8th
you
grade.
got, I mean, they understand.
know right from wrong.
Like they understand.
Yeah, they should.
Now, do the parents understand?
No.
See,
here's the thing about coaching. It's the kids don't know any better. It's more or less the parents, because the majority of parents. Because here's really the biggest problem. Ever since the boom of AAU and all that stuff, so there's so many places to play, right? So when I played AAU when I was in Minnesota, there was only 2 teams, the A or the B team. There was an AAU, and guys were coming. I remember I seen this white kid come from the mountain range up in like Thief River Falls or something. He was I was like, dude, you 6'8" at 13 years old? You got deltoids? I'm out here. I'm just like, dude, where are you? Where are they making you?
Yeah,
you know
like you drove here, 13.
Right. Big John Stud coming down here with his 2x4. So, but now there's so many different places to play. The parents tend to they don't want you to coach their kid, and I try to coach the kids to teach them about all the things that I found out about sports. The reason why I do not coach football is because if you take 100 kids, right? If you take 100 kids in Lincoln at whatever age group, just say like 7th, 8th grade or 6th grade to 8th grade. If you take 100 kids per age group, there's not enough kids to play football the right way, because it's a mentality. Because football, regardless of you're doing RPO and all these other fancy stuffs, and you do the helicopters and spin on your back and on your head and throw the ball, it's a vicious game. Okay. And we're going to get to Tim Tebow. It's a vicious game. And here's the thing about football that these kids don't understand is you practice 95% and you play 5%. That's the thing that's why football is the hardest sport to play. It's the hardest sport to coach. It's the hardest sport to kind of like develop like a long, list or long years of being successful, because it's such a selfless sport, even though you have, the Peyton Mannings and Tom Brady's, but you practice so much. Where if you look at hockey, right, they play 82 games, baseball 162, NBA 72 and probably 82 this year. Soccer, they play a whole bunch of games. Sometimes I'm a big international soccer fan. They play 2 or 3 games a week, right? Once they get going. Yeah, they do off season, but there's not golf. They got 30, 40 tournaments, short off season. Then you can play around the world. So football is the only sport, and I'm sure there's somebody, text in or whatever, some other sport technically, where of the major sports where you practice so much, and you have to be on point for the shortest amount of time. What I mean by that is college football or pros, you got 17 games in NFL, 12 in college. That's only 12 times a year. Sometimes NBA guys play that in 3 weeks, right?
Yep.
Sometimes, or baseball, heck, they got double headers and all that. You'll play that in 2 weeks or something like that. So it's a different type of sport. So my first love is basketball. Not first love, but truly, I love basketball. And I think it's more of a hands-on sport. And I do believe this. I think, football is a very, I call it beautiful sport when you play, but it's more has a little bit of I call it spiced up Neanderthal feel, right? Because it's only beautiful when you're playing physical, right? And physical isn't just knocking somebody's head off, doing the things so that's when I view when I'm watching it, I'm really enjoying watching it. Basketball, kind of like hockey and soccer, because it takes it kind of has a lot of moving parts. When it's done correctly, is probably one of the most beautiful sports to be played, because you combine everything: speed, jumping ability, quickness, teamwork, and then the whole dynamics of it. I'm not trying to get all deep here and philosophical. Even was Aristotle, right, instead of Aristotle, right? But it's a very beautiful.
I'm in. That's that.
So you try to teach them that. No, so I try to teach them life skills through sports, and so I'm very competitive and I want to win. And the hard part about coaching kids is probably I probably want the best for them more than they want it.
But as a coach, what I know is there's certain conversations I'm gonna have with parents, right? There's certain conversations that I'm gonna have to have,
right?
And I can either have them in advance, have them in day one, and set boundaries, or I can let the conversations come to me.
Yeah.
But I'm not Jay Foreman,
right?
So when Dad has a bad day, and he sees a thing at a game and decides he needs to talk to the coach,
right?
How much does he have to sit and ponder?
Oh, I usually say, I'm all for it. Listen here, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I am not Phil Jackson. I'm not Red Auerbach. I'm not, the best. I'm not telling me I'm the best coach, but I definitely believe in myself as a coach, and so I always tell parents two things. Two things. This is it, and I'm open for suggestions. But after a game, give it 24 hours, and within those 24 hours, you need to sit your son down. And ask them, one, are they practicing hard, or did they play as hard as they could, and are they doing the things that I'm trying to get them to do, right? Then after that, come see me, because I think a lot of times parents see what you're doing. Because here's an example: we were playing in a tournament, and here's why it sticks in my mind is because after we won the tournament, I got the call that Kobe Bryant died, right? So and I was telling the kids, before we were playing a team that when we first started, because we, it's kind of like they just gave me like the the bad news bears, and I was like, okay, we'll roll. So we'll see you in a couple of years. We took some lumps now. I mean, there's a game we lost like 40-something to nothing. And hey, listen here. And the dude posted it on Facebook, right? But let me tell you something. But that 40 burger was returned, and it was cold. But I look at it so you take your lumps. But I remember playing this team another team that beat us pretty bad, and we had beat them twice during the year. First game was close. Second game, I think we ended up beating them by, say 8 or 10. I said, listen here, you beat these guys today, okay? They will never, ever be able to beat you again, right? I said the first time they thought it was luck. Second time, they thought they had a bad game. Third time, it's going to be cemented. They will never be able to beat you again. So we ended up winning, by, good enough to, obviously win. But there was a time that it had a kid that was coming off injury. He was struggling a little bit. And so I was calling a play for him. He didn't run the play. So I took him out, didn't even put him on the bench, right? So I just took him out to draw the play up for him. But I know out of the corner of my out of my eye, I know his dad threw his hands up like, why you're going out. See, that I know that dad was worried about his kid versus the team. So then when I got the call or the email, I said, listen, this is what I was doing here. I'm trying to set your kid up for success, but also I'm trying to teach him this play, because coming off this play is another play. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So sometimes you got to deal with that. And sometimes, like they say stuff and then, I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably right. And I'm never up here saying that I'm always right. So I, it's typical. I mean, and look, my kids have played other sports and I don't agree with some of the stuff. I don't play daddy ball. I will probably say I'm probably harder on my kids than I probably should be, but I don't ever want people to get in the car and say he's only playing because, or he or she playing because of the coach's kid. So, because I've been a part of that. So I try to take myself and remember how it was when I was playing as a youth and also what people can be thinking. But main reason I like coaching is because I was fortunate enough and was blessed enough to have good coaches that coached me, from Pee Wee leagues to, college and pros. And funny thing, we're talking about coaching. You were in Minneapolis. They played the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Vic Fangio was my old defensive coordinator. Reggie Herring was my linebacker coach, who's with Denver, and he was there when they won the Super Bowl. I get to Houston after 4 years and, ascending player, and thought I was and I was playing good. Reggie pushed me farther and harder physically and mentally than I ever thought I could go. To the point that I remember we were playing Atlanta Falcons and Michael Vick, that me and him were going to fight on the sideline. And Reggie Herring, if you guys don't know him, Google him. If he's not the leading tackler in Florida State history, he's one of them. Mm-hmm. His roommate was who was the guy that was a wrestler? Ron Simmons, right? Mm-hmm. That was his roommate.
Damn.
And so so Reggie he's a no nonsense guy, Army brat, and so that was a big influence on me. I got a text from him because I was making fun of him because he got in a fight with the Gatorade thing. The Gatorade was too close to the sideline. Yeah. Reggie's put on a couple, I would say, a couple COVID pounds, times 10. Yeah. And he doesn't move as quick, right? So he ran because he was trying to get out of the way. The Gatorade thing was in the way. He kicked the Gatorade thing, tried to push it, didn't move it. So I sent him a text. I say, hey, man.
Why you do him like the way you just put him on blast now?
Oh, because look, I texted him. I said, hey, Reggie, man, I'm watching the game, man. I said, did you get their Gatorade back? Who won that one? He said, man, the Gatorade stiff armed me. But the thing is, he's like, hey, look, man, it's great hearing from you. You're a joy to coach, Then he asked me where to eat in Minneapolis because they're scrimmaging this week with the Vikings. So speaking of coaches, when you can do that and have that connection, and look, Reggie, I love Reggie now versus I respected him when he coached me. And that was as a professional. You got to think I was making more money than him. Mm-hmm. He was a new coach essentially to the league. He'd been coaching everywhere. He coached, down in, Miami a little bit, coached with Jimmy Johnson. So he's had, and he was down there in NC State with Chuck Amato and all them. So he's had a pretty successful coaching career. For him to challenge me took a lot of cojones, because a lot of times guys go up there and try to get a young coach fired. Secondly, you have to be wanting to be coaching. I'm telling you, man, we played New England one time. I'm telling you, and this was the week before Atlanta. We played New England one time. We lost. But, you keep track of your tackles. I think I had like 26 tackles, a couple for loss. I played a good game. One play that I must have got knocked over. I think I slipped, but it got my butt kicked, right? He was like, oh, yeah, you played all right. Or he said, you played okay with 2 underline. I remember this the day it's clear as day. 2 underline, you played okay. On play, and we played like 80 plays, right? He's like, on play, 50-something. You were soft. S-O-F-T, 4 exclamation points, circled it. Oh.
That's all it was. That's all you heard. That's all you heard.
I called everybody, M and F and M, this, and this. And then every time that we play, big game, he would be talking about other players, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, playing Pittsburgh, and you got to strap up. He's challenged. He's like, he's like, yeah, we're in personnel meetings. They're wondering if you can handle playing against Pittsburgh and Jerome better. I was like, oh, okay. So you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, I stuck up for you, He's like, but, after a couple hours, I stopped, doing it. He's like, I just said, we'll just see.
There are a couple of things. One from the text line. BJ says, Jay, I just want to say you're a great leader of kids on the basketball court. I referee some of your games at Speedway, and your kids are well coached and respectful. Thanks for all you do, and excited to hear us on the show. Number 2, there's 2 schools of thought with coaches. The word is that good coaches make good coaches. If you play for somebody that knows how to coach, you have the likelihood of becoming a coach. And the only thing that makes you a better coach than that is if you have an awful coach and you learn how not to do this. So we'll throw the break. When we come back, it's Tebow time. Tebow time coming up when we return.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air's motto is our family serving yours. That starts with how we hire. We go through an extensive interview process to really get to know you and show you who we are. We want to help you build a great career, be challenged, have fun, and bring home an excellent weekly paycheck. We offer competitive wages with benefits, including a day off for your birthday. Apply to be a part of the John Henry's family at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Tanner's Bar and Grill is still South Lincoln's go-to sports bar, but it has a different look to it now. Come check out the new remodeled layout and enjoy the game on any of their variety of TVs, whether it's college football, NFL, college hoops, or anything else. You'll find it there with great beer specials to choose from and nightly food specials. Half-pound hamburger and fries for only $7.99 on Wednesdays and French dips on Saturday nights. And make sure to try out their famous chicken lips, too. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Baseball's back, Lincoln, and that means Fireworks Fridays are too. Come out to Haymarket Park for Friday home games to celebrate the Lincoln Salt Dogs' 20th season with baseball, giveaways, and of course, post-game fireworks. We're glad to have you back in the stands. Watch us light up the sky for our celebration season. Get your tickets to the best night out in Lincoln at saltdogs.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
So Planet Fitness is only $10 a month with no commitment. Pretty sweet. That's $10 a month to be in a thumbs up emoji place. Yes, I just said thumbs up emoji. It means that you're in the judgment-free zone. That's $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
2 Lincoln locations, just east of 27th and Folkways and 48th and Van Dorn.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, Kfxl Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your KFXL Fox, Nebraska weather tonight, mostly clear, overnight lows 68. Sunshine, highs in the upper 80s on Tuesday, south winds to around 15. I'm KFXL Chief Forecaster Ken Boughton for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Koppel, you can shop online for the most affordable crossovers, SUVs, cars, and trucks. They have new Chevrolet and GMC or used inventory, all at your fingertips. Hi, I'm Sean Callahan, and before I got my car at Koppel, I shopped online at koppelcars.com. I found a vehicle I liked, then I drove that money-saving mile to Koppel in Louisville. You should too. It was just minutes from I-80 or at koppelcars.com.
This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Used to say, take your time.
I like you like that, don't you?
I do, of course I do.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get your number. I'm gonna send you a song that's good for you, man.
All
You need to listen to some old school music, man.
Name it. I bet I'll know it.
No.
That's going to be the 445 contest.
Yes.
Because they will get to call in and say either Nick or nah.
Yeah.
Right? Like Nick or nah. Will Nick know this
No.
or no?
Nick, you gotta see, this is gonna get you some rhythm, man. You gotta be able to step off in there, man. You're a handsome young man.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta diversify yourself, my brother. And I should diversify myself. I'm living in Nebraska and don't know any Garth Brooks songs. So I say it as we're here together.
All right, man. Yeah,
talking.
I'll
I
help
need to
you
do
out.
better myself.
I'll help you out with Garth
you can
and
play
country stuff.
and then maybe I try to guess it. I know I'm gonna be over because I don't know anything, and I have nothing against country. It's just not something I listen to on my radio or.
Yeah, and I got nothing against old school hip hop.
You like Public Enemy?
You just don't know what you know.
I just don't know
You
anything.
like Public Enemy?
You
don't even know who that is.
Who?
You don't know who Public Enemy is?
I don't.
Let me tell you something about Public Enemy. Public Enemy will have you hating.
Oh.
Hey, it will have you hating everybody. You know what I'm saying? When they start about fight the power, you be like, man, you be looking at your people wrong. You know what I'm saying? You be looking at your wife. You're like, man,
Do you know Flavor Flav?
This sounds familiar.
Jeez.
Chuck D?
Nope. No.
Greatest MC ever?
Professor Griff?
Okay. We're here for you.
That's good. I'm
So
glad.
fight the power.
I'm glad you guys are.
Nick, we will have you wearing one of those old school African medallions.
Yeah.
By the time I get done with
One of those Flavor Flav clocks.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Nick.
Yeah.
How long do we think that will take for that to
For
happen?
you?
A week?
The normal,
like in a locker room.
The normal, like sheltered kid, it would probably take them, like Joel Makovica, it probably took him like 2 months. 2 years?
I don't know if I have that long.
Well, I'm willing to fight. I'm committed. I'm committed to you.
We're here for the long haul, Jay.
We're here for the long. We're playing the long game.
I appreciate.
I mean,
that.
we are, like I said, you are fluorescent green. You are not green.
You're brand new. You are like.
And for you ladies out there, Nick is brand new. If you want somebody you can mold, this is him.
Man,
get him on
brand
TV.
new.
Are you on the screen?
Yeah, he's on.
I've been on the screen all day. I've been on the screen since 11 a.m. today.
That's why the text message is going on. We're here for you.
Thanks, Jay.
Help us help you.
We're gonna work on it.
Now,
all right, so
let's
let's
do little Tebow.
Yeah, so again, he's in Jacksonville. They're not a good team.
Right. The guy got young talent though.
Right. They've got talent. You got Trevor Lawrence now. You've got a running back that's one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
Right. Young man. He was undrafted to this thing. But you got a tight end position where Tebow struggled. And it should be expected.
Sure.
But I would ask you, Jay, that if Tebow lined up at tight end across from you,
right?
First of all, what you're thinking, and two, what are you doing?
Look, you're a professional, right? I mean, this is the thing is like, here's a funny thing. You hear people when they talk about Justin Fields. I know this is off subject. Oh, he did it against second and third. These are professional athletes, okay? And sometimes your second and third guys in the first preseason end up starting by the first game. So, yeah, I'm going to treat them like any other tight end. But I can tell you what's not going to happen is I'm going to try my darndest for him not to catch a pass. And I'm telling you, if he comes up try to block me, I'm going to try to blow his head off the frame.
Clean
head,
off.
get smooth off. Like Pinky. I'm going to blow your head smooth off. So I'm going to try to do something like that. And then I'm going to talk. Then I'm going to talk junk.
I mean, it's Tebow. Like,
Tebow.
Do you think Tebow talks trash?
No. And you know what's hard? It's hard to talk trash to guys that are
nice
guys and really like outwardly about their faith. I'll never forget this. We were playing the Miami Dolphins, and they had a real good special teams guy, and the coach was like, you've got to do a good job on him. This is your job. So the whole week, I'm like, it's me and him. So I'm getting in there, and it was like a punt. And you know they do the sky kick, so we fair catch it. So I come over and I'm blocking him, and then I get it a little, last little hit, and I'm just giving him the business, talking about mom swearing this, and this, and he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, young fella, you did a good job against me today. God bless you. I was like, that look you just told me. I was like, dang. I was like, dang.
Oh, he
He
just
hit me with that. I just felt bad. I went up to him and apologized, man. I said, you know what? Because my grandma always was talking about you need to be going to church and all that. Here, this brother here, the God bless you.
God loves you. Yeah, that's Monty Coleman. That's who that reminds me of. We'll throw it to break when we come back. We're going to talk about Garth. We're going to talk about Lincoln this weekend. We're going to talk about Jay Foreman and country music because.
Well, I have an idea what I'm gonna do for Halloween. I usually don't do the Halloween thing, and it's not really country though. I have two ideas of who I'm gonna be.
We'll share them after the break.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air's motto is our family serving yours. That starts with how we hire. We go through an extensive interview process to really get to know you and show you who we are. We want to help you build a great career, be challenged, have fun, and bring home an excellent weekly paycheck. We offer competitive wages with benefits, including a day off for your birthday. Apply to be a part of the John Henry's family at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Everyone loves a good deal, and there's plenty of great options right now at Brown Shoe Fit for their summer clearance sale. Check out their multiple sizes and widths and sandals with brands like Clark's, Keen, Atrex, and many more. Hurry in for the best selection because this sale only goes to the end of the month. It's the summer clearance sale at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
So Planet Fitness is only $10 a month with no commitment. Pretty sweet. That's $10 a month to be in a thumbs up emoji place. Yes, I just said thumbs up emoji. It means that you're in the judgment-free zone. That's $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
2 Lincoln locations, just east of 27th and Folkways and 48th and Van Dorn.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Get in, get out, and get your hands on a great career. Did you know Southeast Community College offers short-term training in almost 20 programs of study? That means you can get your certificate at SCC and get right to work without spending years in school. You can train at one of our 3 campus locations in Beatrice, Lincoln, or Milford, or our 6 learning centers across Southeast Nebraska. If you want to find your next step, visit southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
Baseball's back, Lincoln. And that means Fireworks Fridays are too. Come out to Haymarket Park for Friday home games to celebrate the Lincoln Salt Dogs' 20th season with baseball, giveaways, and of course, post-game fireworks. We're glad to have you back in the stands. Watch us light up the sky for our celebration season. Get your tickets to the best night out in Lincoln at saltdogs.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill has been your go-to in South Lincoln for years, and their second location in downtown Lincoln is now open. Rosie's downtown spot is Lincoln's premier Nebraska party bar with the Sidetrack Band every Friday night of home games and all day for Nebraska home football games. With 34 TVs that are 65 inches or bigger, you'll always have a great view for all the games. Make sure to check out the new Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, now open in downtown Lincoln at 10th and P.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket Sports News go now.
I'm Enrique Alvarez-Clary.
He's hit another one deep. Eden goes back, looking up, and it's gone.
That was former Husker baseball player Jake Myers having himself a weekend as he hit his first and second career home runs in the majors. Myers' 2 long balls led the way for the Astros as they won Saturday's game 8-2 over the Angels. Since being called up to Houston from AAA Sugarland, Myers is hitting .278 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. He'll be closer to his alma mater today as the Astros begin a 4-game series in Kansas City. In NBA news, the Los Angeles Clippers have traded Patrick Beverley, Rajon Rondo, and Daniel Oturu to the Memphis Grizzlies for Eric Bledsoe. This trade saves the Clippers $30 million in the luxury tax. This is somewhat of a homecoming for Eric Bledsoe as he was drafted to the secondary Los Angeles team in 2010 and spent his first 3 years with the Clippers. Legendary U.S. women's soccer player Carly Lloyd announced her retirement today. The 2-time Olympic gold medalist and 2-time World Cup champion finishes her career with the U.S. women's soccer team with 312 matches played, good for second all-time in U.S. women's history, and 128 international goals, good for 4th all-time in U.S. history. Lloyd's career highlight may be the time she bagged a hat trick just 17 minutes into the 2015 World Cup final against Japan, including the final of the trio coming from midfield. Lloyd will end her career with the U.S. women's national team with 4 friendlies in the fall and will finish out the remainder of the National Women's Soccer League season with Gotham FC. For more sports news and updates, keep it tuned right here to 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Fires a pass, and it's intercepted by the Huskers at the 25, Jay Foreman. And Foreman takes it down to the 19-yard line.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There it is. There it is.
And Lover Dance.
Nick, since we're on video here, and I haven't had any libations in me, I got a bad hip, man. I got to eventually probably get a hip replacement. I got a bad hip, or else I would hit the Ed Lover, though.
I haven't learned it. I just watched the GIF.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Whatever you just did.
I'm pretty sure that's
and
what
you
it
just
was.
put that on like
I did
social
not.
media.
I did not.
Oh, you
I didn't have myself on there.
Oh, okay.
I tell you,
So
over here in this seat, I control everything.
You're the puppet master, huh?
I control everything.
That move was not it.
You remember when they had the 3 black kids do the dab, and then the one kid came at the end. That one.
Oh,
that was Nick.
The one that just stood there, just looked at
the. Then he said, "That was Nick." He had a convulsion. And Nick, listen here, don't feel bad.
I don't at all.
Listen here, I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't feel bad at all.
The few times that I let loose and try to dance in the house, my daughters would they be clowning me.
No, that's fine.
I just saw your face on that last kid in the dab line.
Yeah,
like I just saw Nick just walk.
I'm not social media savvy. So if you know how they can put your head on like Photoshop.
Yeah.
We need to put me, DP, somebody else, and you be the last dude. So
that would be the best.
That would be the
ever.
best.
It'd be Rico.
It'd be me, DP, Rico, and then that'll be you.
See, I just want you to know that I control all everything over here.
Oh.
And so when the viewers go down, I just make sure to take your camera off so that the viewers go up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. I hear you.
See how easy
it
works this way.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, that's it. So from the text line, somebody says Nick needs some NWA in his life. Claytona
that
John
might be
said,
too much.
Brian says 911 is a joke in your town, so he knows.
Yeah,
he knows. Okay. Taylor says, well, Taylor went basic, but he said Jay could pretty easily go as Darius Rucker. You could go as Hootie for Christmas for Halloween.
Yeah, I probably could. Hootie. Yeah, I forgot he sings country.
Darius is
legit.
His country shows actually. Sadly, I kind of enjoy his country shows better than the Hootie. And I love, like, I've seen more Hootie concerts than anybody on the planet. Like any other act, I've seen more Hootie.
Nick,
What's
if
up?
you commit to listen to some more R&B and 90s music, I'll commit to, I don't know, we'll find out some, heck, I could just ask my neighbor, give me 10 country songs.
No,
Yeah.
I think we need to do something where you bring a song, I bring a song.
All right.
Will they know?
I'm not going to have any songs where like they talk about they dog got shot and all that stuff. I want some new age stuff.
No,
right?
so
New age
actually, when Becky and I got married, the first song we danced to was Darius Rucker.
Mm.
Like his last first kiss. That was kind of what
There
we
it is.
decided to do. So we'll come up with that. Yeah, and Nick, we really are going to need for you to learn the Ed Lover dance.
Oh, I will. Don't forget the deal you struck with me.
I'm serious, but you got to tell me what the jersey is so I have time to get it.
Yeah, I'll
and
think.
get it. Yep, right.
I'll get it.
Simple enough.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. The text line says, "Give Jay some Tyler Childers to start." I don't even know who Tyler Childers is.
I'm on Hootie, and since Garth Brooks was here, I'm going to listen to a little bit of Garth.
Well, I went Reba, Dixie Chicks. So the ones that I've seen in concert. Alan Jackson, I've seen. Dixie Chicks, I've seen several times. I've seen Reba.
Is Kenny Rogers country?
Reba, Kenny's
when to
country.
hold him, right?
Kenny. Well, that was me. Like, this is how old my relationship is with my wife. Islands in the Stream with Kenny and Dolly was our first song. Like, that was our song that we was together with. So through her, she would drag me to these country line bars, country line dancing
they be
bars.
getting down though, don't they?
Oh, Playmore here.
Yeah,
on Sunday nights
they get down.
Playmore. That's where to go.
Do you go?
Do they do
I have
electric
gone.
slide up in there too? The country.
They do all the line dances. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I used to go every Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. No,
I know country people do the electric slide, right?
They do.
it?
They do.
Oh yeah, then
They
I
do.
can get down too. And
They
I like
do.
it. And I've been to a rodeo, so I can come in there with my cowboy hat.
All right, let's
Like
hit
I
up
said,
Playmore.
And I've boot scooted enough in my life that I've
new
done.
sheriff in town.
I've done the. Oh, well, that's me at a country
The new sheriff in town.
concert. I walk in like Eddie Murphy in 48 hours.
How do?
And I've said, Rico and I were talking about it earlier. There's an event that's going to come up in September, and when it comes up, everybody will know what it is. That scene of Eddie Murphy in the country music bar, that's going to be me walking around Lincoln.
Hey,
that's going to be it. So, Jace Claytona John says Cowboy Troy, Big Brother. Yep. I've got 3 pair of cowboy boots in my closet. I just had no reason to wear them here.
People take their cowboy boots serious. That's kind of like what brothers with Air Force Ones. Don't step on my cowboy boots or my Air Force Ones, right, Nick? Did you wear cowboy boots to the concert?
I didn't, because I'm not gonna act like I'm a cowboy when I'm not. I'm not gonna be a fake cowboy.
Yeah, I respect that, right?
Because number one, that's just stupid. That's lame. Number two,
Are you calling Jake lame?
Yes. And then number two,
yes.
And then number two, I'm not going to get made fun of by the authentic cowboys for looking
because
like
they know
they can tell the difference.
cowboy sense, right?
And rightfully so, they should make fun of people.
Yeah, that's a way of life for
act
them.
like cowboys.
Well, especially if your boots are new. Like
Yeah. If
everybody
it's
kinda
and
knows
your belt buckle's like super shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drumsticks are stomping on your Air Force Ones.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the deal. Look, through all of that, Joe P says, just when I thought DP has seen and done everything, he announces that he's seen more Hootie and the Blowfish concerts than anyone. What has this guy not done? Is probably an easier question. I can tell you the people I haven't seen, but there aren't that many, sadly. Jay knows the circle, right? Because and for the listeners that don't know, so Jay's family, these are DC folks.
Yeah. The whole family.
Those are DC folks. So we had that. There's certain things that Jay and I know about each other just because of where our people are from.
Right.
And then I lived in Houston. He played in Houston. I know the places he went.
Yeah.
I know who he went with without having been there.
Yeah.
We lived in the same neighborhood in Charlotte at different times and didn't even know it.
Yep.
Like literally in the Muggsy and Ric Flair. Like I lived right across the street from Ric Flair. Plantation Circle, right? You know that stretch where on that street there was Muggsy Bogues, Del Curry, before he moved along, Flair, Arn Anderson.
Yeah. Eric Davis was on the corner.
All these folks were in that space. So you just get involved in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like whether you like it or not, Nick, you're gonna be standing out front of your house and some pro wrestler will pull up and say,
Get in.
Get in.
Get in.
Just get in. And you end up in a place, and then later on you have a story to tell people and go, guess what I did? And they're like, no, you didn't. You go, yeah, I actually did. So there's with that. It was a big weekend in Lincoln for several different reasons. One, that this is the first time since the pandemic that this town was at 100%. It was at everything. No matter how you feel about the fact that it was at 100%, it was at 100%. Nick wanted to go to the concert, said he was going to go to the concert. So I'm like, cool. I wasn't going to be in town, and I'm not sure that I would have gone had I been in town.
Sure.
Like, I'm not sure. I lived down there, and I saw what it looked like when I got back. And it looked like
a war zone.
Yeah, look, man. I want to say this to y'all, Husker fans. When y'all come to the Haymarket, leave it like you found it. Like, y'all, that was terrible.
They came in there, they were roguish.
That was terrible. Like, there is no reason for them to be near my building. And they were near my building. There's every beer, alcoholic drink, can, bottle. There were food wrappers from places Lincoln doesn't even have. Like, it was like I walk up and go, wait a minute, they don't even make this here. How did this get here? Like, somebody left, like, outside the door. There was a half bottle of vodka. Like, somebody just quit. Like, they drank, that they drank a lot more.
Yeah.
And then finally got to the last half of the fifth and said,
that's enough.
I'm done. And then they left it outside the door.
But you know what the best part is? The people that were annihilated downtown.
Yeah.
They are at work today. Strong. That's what thing is. These good old boys and these people that can really drink, okay, not just sip.
Yeah.
They can answer the bell like no other.
Do you remember an event, a game at that building where there were that many drunk people? Is that the first?
They don't even serve alcohol.
So that's the first time with alcohol ever in that building.
Yeah.
Like open to the masses where you didn't have to be in a suite.
Right.
Okay. And then you had not only the normal sellout, but then you had add all the people that were on the field.
Yeah.
So couple of things. First of all, I saw pictures and videos of the way people dressed. Some of y'all did too much. Some of you
didn't have enough on, or were they over?
Look, I know it was hot out. I know it was warm.
Right.
And those are some. I'm talking about some of these people with somebody's mother.
Oh yeah.
And I know it's been a while since the single folks had a chance to shoot their shot, right? That they actually had a wide pool full of options and opportunities. But let me tell you, they went deep in the closet trying to figure out what do I have in this closet that, one, I haven't worn before COVID.
Yeah.
Right? Because the without the COVID 20 pounds
right.
that we all chunked on, that thing.
Yeah.
And to put that on and go in front of 100,000 people and then take pictures. Like the pictures that I saw, I was sitting at the airport in Minneapolis just scrolling. And I was like embarrassed to have that thing on my screen in case somebody walked by.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can't look at porn at the airport. And I'm like, no, this is just Garth Brooks concert.
This is Facebook.
What was going, Nick?
People were out there dressing like it was Halloween. You know, people at Halloween, they all dress in these little skimpy outfits.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Look,
that's all right though. You bless their heart.
I saw
fun though. That's cool.
I know the moon may have been out at the stadium, but there were a whole lot of moons out at the stadium.
Oh yeah.
Like, did not know how short the shorts were.
It wasn't any. Was it breezy out?
It was a perfect night.
Didn't catch a little wind drift up.
Yeah, it was like serious talk, it was a perfect night for an outdoor concert.
Hey, here's the question: did you have sunglasses on so people didn't see you like looking?
No, I didn't wear sunglasses. No.
You just letting them know I'm here. You got that on? I'm looking, huh?
No.
You just gonna stare? You didn't know?
You weren't looking?
I was being serious. It was a good
being
night.
Serious at a concert? Man, you're supposed to have a good time.
I had a great time.
And to hear that they sold out of beer before the show.
Yeah, people were mad too.
It was kind of funny because you would walk in the hallways of the stadium and people like dudes would just be rolling down pallets of Busch Light and Miller Lite and the Bud Light seltzers, and then 30 minutes later it was like
gone.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you
gone.
what though,
they're running more pallets.
Here's for all you people out there, whether it's like Big Ten games, away games, big games, right, where Nebraska would travel, or like concerts. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. Nebraska folks can drink, and the reason why I went to the Colorado game when we played up there, and Mel Tucker was the coach, and that Colorado came back in the fourth quarter. The Nebraska folks outdrank Colorado Stadium. You hear me? Came up there and said, we drinking all your beer. All your beer. Coors Light, that ain't even what we like. We usually like Busch Light. We drinking the Rocky Mountain, what they call it, Rocky Mountain spring water. We drinking all that. Give me all your beer.
So did Husker fans help themselves get beer in the stadium or not?
I don't know, man. I mean,
like, does that behavior
it should
show like?
I'd be like, man, I'm about to get paid.
I was gonna say, yeah, money wise, I think.
And there wasn't too many like
parts where be like, hey,
fights or anything, right? People can handle that.
I didn't see any fight. I didn't. There was no problems in my section.
Yeah,
like I wasn't
around.
Like the people I was around weren't drunk. Like I didn't notice.
But it's always been like folks have always known the math behind it, that Husker athletics could ring up 6-7 figures, maybe 8 figures in a beer deal tomorrow morning. Like we know that to be true. But did the mishandling of alcohol, one, does it show the stadium that they don't have the personnel to handle it? 2, shows that the personnel, the people who are doing it, don't deserve it. And then 3rd, is it worth it? Do you want that behavior at a Husker game? Nick, do you want that behavior at a Husker game?
No, that's the initial answer. However, I feel like part of this was just it was like the first hoorah after everything, and so people went way too far.
But like you said, people weren't out of control. They just
not in my section. Like
clothes, right?
We were having
and
text.
It was hot, right? Was it hot?
Yeah, we were having text during our show, me and Rico, that like people were being obnoxious and loud, and they were fighting and stuff. I didn't have any of that around my section or when I was walking out or walking in or anything. So, but I also wasn't downtown at 4 p.m. when people started
down there all day
loading up. Well, it was a busy day in Lincoln with the farmers market, then graduation, and then Zoo Fest is going on also on O Street. Like it was a busy day in Lincoln.
Okay, well, let's go. We have a phone call. Let's talk to Tim. Tim, how you doing this afternoon, brother?
Good, guys. Hey, I got a question for you guys because I did not go to the concert, and with the whole COVID stuff, I really don't know if I would have had tickets if I would have went or not. But the one thing I do know, with them running out of beer, when you guys are going to go to an event, do you guys see me personally? I'd like to hear what you guys think, but me personally, I like to get a little primed before I go, because I'll be damned if I'm going into any place. I don't care if it's an NFL facility, a college facility, a concert. I ain't spending more than $20 on beer. So that means if I got to get a 6-pack in me before I get there and I have a couple while I'm at the concert, I'm good to go with that, because who the hell wants to spend how much were beers at this concert?
$10 for 25 ounces.
Jesus, see, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's crazy. For $20, you can go buy a case of beer. What do you guys do? You guys get primed before you go, and then you gotta shell out the cash on that? I'm curious to hear.
Okay, so couple of things.
I like Tim. Me and Tim need to hang out. Tim said, "Hey, look, I don't need a couple beers in me." He said, "Before I go again, I need me a 6-pack."
So I was a wrestling fan, especially like in college and immediately following. And me and my friends would all we would track wrestling. Like we would drive up and down the eastern seaboard, just going to wrestling matches, and they knew us, so we would get front row seats. So imagine 10 dudes And we would get there and we would pull out a $50 bill and give it to the beer vendor and say, here's the rule. We need a beer every match. Every match. And then once we got started, whoever finished last had to buy the next round. But the beer vendor knew to be there
at every match.
Right. He was there posted up. So we would probably, 12, 15 beer
Right.
in a wrestling match. So I'm familiar with the concept of drinking heavily at athletic events. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. Like this, to me, it doesn't work anymore. You've been at games. You're playing the games. Now that when you go as a fan,
right?
Are you in full party mode? Are you there to watch the game more than you are to party? Like, what is it?
I don't really go to a lot of games, to be honest. I don't. Maybe one a year, maybe if that.
Okay.
No, I did get introduced to tailgating. All right, and
Buffalo do it different.
Yeah, well, Buffalo, yes, Buffalo tailgates, but I'm talking about me tailgating. And I've never been before, and I'm not really a big fan of crowds because people just get crazy. So I went down there and tailgated. I'll never forget. And got down there and I was done. I was out. I mean, I drank too much. I was like 5 o'clock at the crib, done. But if I was gonna go to a game, like with Tim, yeah, I'd like to have I'd like to eat and have a few drinks before I go in there, and then have a few, and then probably cut it off by a game fourth quarter. I'm not trying to go to a game like toasted, and then you don't even remember what happened. But I'm telling you, man, like if you go to an NFL game, like when the Vikings play Green Bay, there's people so drunk, and I'd always think like, how are you getting up tomorrow and how are you even functioning, let alone going to work? So, I look at what they say, 105,000 beers were drank at 10 a pop or so. I saw somebody tweet it out. So look, Nebraska folks can drink some beer.
So there is
before, after, and during the game.
So you wouldn't care if there's beer at the stadium?
No.
Nick, would you care?
Nope.
No.
Let's go through a couple of texts before we go to break. So everyone, Jordan says everybody was having a good time at the concert. Is the thing. Take it times 10 when you have a bunch of drunk old guys that are pissed off because they didn't run the ball on 3rd and 12. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
And if you're not winning,
do
you want drunk, angry fans there? If you're winning,
well, I mean,
if you're winning, it's an advantage. If you're not winning, that's a problem.
But here's you're gonna ask: do you want drunk fans at the stadium or the drunk fans that are at home and they're, their couch quarterback anyways? Because that's where you get.
Well, but you can't hear the person home.
But they're calling in as soon as the game's over.
Well, look, they're not. I think you can answer this. That most coaches aren't really listening to what happens in the postgame, especially after a loss. After a win, absolutely. After a loss. Look, man, they got it on. They got it on an Amazon Prime Music.
I don't think people. I think people, to be honest with you, if they're fans, they're gonna drink before, come in, drink a few. There's only so many beers you can drink. You can't just sit there at the front of the line and hammer back beers. I mean, so I think it would have changed the dynamics of the Nebraska nice crowd, maybe a little bit, but maybe it's called for.
Yeah,
it definitely would generate some revenue. Nebraskans can drink some beer.
Well, if you're going to generate $1 million, anywhere from $1 million to $10 million in beer revenue, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you? If that's what it is, Marv says, give me booze at Husker baseball and basketball and baseball. I'm probably passing on football and beers. Everybody has a different take. Greg says, usually people get drunk before the games and use the game as a chance to sober up. The other night they came drunk and got drunker. All fair. All making sense. So, I think the conversation, and we haven't mentioned probably the force behind the policy itself.
Sure.
Right. That it's probably Tom Osborne. It's probably the people in that place. But I'll text line. You guys have been on fire. Thank you for adding to it. If you guys want to chime in as well, 464-5685. That's the Starter Heyman text line. I think we delve back in this, and then we have a signed Vince Ferragamo jersey to give away in the next segment. Jay, what do you think we should ask them to do?
Well, then you ask them now, but then they would have time to Google it, right?
So we know that our listeners are smart and they cheat.
Yeah. So
they cheat. So we can ask it after the break. If you have a trivia question,
I do have one after.
Okay, then I'll let you ask the question. Call now, 464-5685. If you feel like you're up to answering Jay, are you ready and willing to go one-on-one with Jay? We'll do that after the break.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Uncle Tim, some friends and I are getting together this weekend. Can you buy us some alcohol?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, it'll be low-key. My friends always say you're cooler than other adults.
Oh, well, all right. But don't let your mother find out and don't get caught. Hello, officer. What can I help you with?
Are you the uncle of Samantha?
Yes. Is she okay?
You're under arrest for procuring alcohol from minors. One of the minors drove drunk and killed the mother of 2 last night in a crash. You're looking at up to 3 years in jail and a $10,000 fine.
Don't make the same mistake he did. We need you to be the responsible adult. Underage drinking, adult consequences. There's no free ride if you provide. Learn more at projectextramile.org.
Sponsored by Region 6, Nebraska DHHS, and SAMHSA. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Hey, sports fans. Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Don't you feel so free out here on the lake?
Not as free as this soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
Casey's. Buy 4 fountain drinks, 5th one's free.
I love free.
Well, then you'll love this. Bought this jerky. Got this free donut.
I love free donuts.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom Sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including free Lee Brice concert tickets. Casey's, here for good. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. For official rules, visit Casey's.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air's motto is our family serving yours. That starts with how we hire. We go through an extensive interview process to really get to know you and show you who we are. We want to help you build a great career, be challenged, have fun, and bring home an excellent weekly paycheck. We offer competitive wages with benefits, including a day off for your birthday. Apply to be a part of the John Henry's family at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Sean Kelly, Husker fan, he writes in on my Twitter. It concerns me that Trev is amazed, quote, is amazed.
He said amazed.
By its importance, by the sellout streak's importance to the fans. We're proud of it. We've come out to support the Huskers, Jake, for 50 years. Rain, sleet, snow, or sunshine. I don't understand why people think that thing's not important.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Everyone loves a good deal, and there's plenty of great options right now at Brown Shoe Fit for their summer clearance sale. Check out their multiple sizes and widths in sandals with brands like Clark's, Keen, Atrex, and many more. Hurry in for the best selection because this sale only goes to the end of the month. It's the summer clearance sale at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
So Planet Fitness is only $10 a month with no commitment. Pretty sweet. That's $10 a month to be in a thumbs up emoji place. Yes, I just said thumbs up emoji. It means that you're in the judgment-free zone. That's $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
2 Lincoln locations, just east of 27th and Folkways and 48th and Van Dorn.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Amigo's new Crunchadilla has the crunch you'll crave. Your taste buds will come alive when you bite into this crispy salsa tortilla that's loaded with melted pepper jack and cheddar, along with your choice of taco meat, Southwest chicken, or grilled chicken. The deliciousness continues with bacon bits, Amigo's famous ranch, fresh pico de gallo, and crispy tortilla strips. This Crunchadilla is a grab-and-go meal all by itself. Conquer your cravings with the Crunchadilla, only at Amigo's. Taco making is a team sport. Here at Amigos, we want you to join our roster of the most talented taco artists in Nebraska. When you work at Amigos, you'll be on a team of people who have each other's backs. We offer a fast-paced, friendly work environment and flexible scheduling to fit your busy life. Join our team, meet your Amigos, and become a customer service expert, all while furthering your career. Be Amigos. Apply today at AmigosKings.com.
Back to Old School with DP and J, presented by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese.
That is the Brothers Johnson. Strawberry Letter 23.
You could have asked me this time. I would have known.
See, you figure it out. That we'll provide information. We pay attention to see whether you're getting it. Oh yeah. So we have a signed Vince Ferragamo Husker jersey that we want to give away. I would suggest that you call and get in line now. Like, I would suggest you line up now so that you don't have to dive over people, crabs in a barrel. But some people are going to play it safe and wait till they know what Jay's trivia is.
The trivia is, how many yards did Vince Ferragamo throw for in the Super Bowl?
Ooh. Not even give him an over-under.
I'd give him, but you can say it has to be within.
It's got to be within
20 yards.
20 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Looks like we got Kevin.
That's fair. And that's against the Steel Curtain.
Steel Curtain.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I had another one that was probably a little bit harder.
No,
I should have done that one. This is
you can always switch it up.
We'll do it again tomorrow.
This is a layup.
And if they don't get this one, then you can ask the next question. Let's go through Kevin. Kevin jumps up to the table. Kevin, how you doing today, brother?
Good. I love the new show, guys.
Thank you, kind sir. You heard the trivia question. He asked how many yards. Okay, he asked how many yards did Vince Ferragamo throw for in the Super Bowl, and you have to be within 20 yards. You have 7 seconds.
180.
180, I can say, is not within the range.
Zoinks.
This was a 35-31 game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Is that fair? I think
Jack
it's
Youngblood played with a broken leg.
Yeah, played with a broken leg, and they balled out. Let's go to Dale. Dale, how you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, sir.
Okay. The question that Jay asked is the number of yards Vince Ferragamo threw for in the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh. You have to be within 20 yards. You have 7
within
seconds.
20.
How many?
I know he had an interception, just one, I believe.
How many yards?
I'm gonna go 210, sir.
210?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He wasn't necessarily. He wasn't even within. He was within 2 yards.
Go ahead and get it, Dale.
212
well done,
yards.
Man. Oh my God.
So
Dale,
Dale,
well done. We're waiting for you. We'll put you on hold. Give Big Sky your information. You come by the station and pick up your son, Vince Ferragamo Huskers jersey. Well done.
Oh man, thanks a lot, guys. Great
Well
show.
done.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Well, the first day was good, you guys.
Thank you. And here's the truth. Like, to talk to Jay, and a part of me was like, okay, we're going to plan this thing. And then I thought, no, Jay and I just, when we get together, we just talk anyway.
Yeah, so we're just doing it now. Yeah.
Like, these are conversations that we have. So this is not new. Like, this is just what we're going to do.
Right.
We'll add some stuff along the way. I think will Nick know or nah? I think that has to be a daily thing.
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
I think we need
you gotta give him some homework.
And then we need
we got enough going on.
We need so every day at 5:45, Nick Big Sky will come in.
Okay.
And give us a little bit of, since he's producing the night shows, he'll come in and give us a little bit of what's on his brain. And of course, with Big Sky, you never know what that's going to be or where it ends up. To tell you how full the lineup is going to be this week is pretty cool. Nicole Griffin will take over at 6. And according to Nick, she's got some pretty stellar talent lined up.
Yeah. I don't want to name
Well, no,
drop
she'll
because
come in.
Who knows if it's
she'll
still...
come in and tease.
Yep.
Buzzy Carruthers will make appearance between 6 and 8 as well by phone. Tomorrow night, it's Eric Strickland from 6 to 8, from wherever he is on the planet, doing whatever Strick does from 6 to 8.
Probably on a boat.
Yeah, which is always a little more interesting and curious. Wednesday with Matt Abdelmasi and Jalen Reyes. We will extend. We're looking to add some folks Thursday and Friday. So just, you know what? When the sun goes down, the ticket doesn't stop. So just buckle up and enjoy the ride. So good stuff all around. Jay, we're 13 days from beat Illinois.
Right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you in a Husker win against Illinois?
I'm always comfortable. I think they, I look at every season that they can and should win every game. That's just
say that again for the people.
They can and win should every game. That's the way I look at every game. I mean, I've never went out there. I mean, I've never done anything without the intention to win. So I don't need any. I mean, I can't. I look. If we played Alabama, I know they're tough and it's going to be a hard, road to toe. Oklahoma or Illinois and Oklahoma and everybody as well. But now in a realistic view, I think that, and I've only, been down there a couple of days here and there. So I'm not down there every day. I'm not in coaches meetings. I'm not the insider for you people out there in these message boards. Don't try don't put my name in there.
Right. Expecting Jay to tell you what's
the quickest way to get me off air is to be up here trying to, spread some erroneous lies or whatever. But look, I look at it. I know from the few times that I've seen, and like I said, it's from afar. I feel confident that they're going to play well and that they could and should win. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the hardest opponent that Nebraska plays is himself.
That's why I asked the question.
That is, I mean, long story short. So it has nothing to do with me going to practice, talking to people. That if you look at the last 3 years, even with nice Mike here, Grandpa Mike, in the last couple of years of both, their hardest opponent has always been themselves. Yes, look, when you play against Ohio State, they got more talent than you, but Purdue's beating them and Iowa's beating them. So it just comes down to them playing themselves, guys stepping up and taking the reins and really, putting themselves out there, and I think that, just the vibe, I'm big on like the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So like when I used to make the trek from Frederick, Maryland or Gaithersburg into DC, I mean, the energy when you start to go into DC, whether you're going out or having something to eat, it's different, right? So the vibe of around the team is like, that they want to really, do well and want to win. Versus like when Nice Mike, those guys were it was like Club Med down there when Nice Mike was here. I mean, them dudes was down there chilling. And then it was like up to them where they would come to practice. I think here's the difference, right? There's a lot of guys that have the attitude that they have the get to attitude. They get to come to practice. They don't got to come to practice. You get what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I'm confident. I think they're going to go play well. I think that, of course, it's unknown with new coaches and staff and all that. But, defensively, I can just talk about this just because I've kind of been in this position. When we won in 97, we didn't play well against Missouri, even though we did win. The only black eye last year, in my opinion, through a game where they didn't even look like they had the energy that they usually play with defensively was the Illinois game, right? And so I think from a defensive standpoint, they're going to be motivated. And when you're motivated and it's the first one to tee up, they're going to be coming ready to play.
I want to be clear to the listeners so they know what this thing is.
Right.
At 0 point, will I ask you for insider information about Nebraska?
Well, I don't know
football?
any anyways.
Just to put it so folks know, like what? No, I can ask you about football.
Right. In general, that's all. Yeah. I mean,
I can ask you about the opponents and get the information I need because we're just trying to make smarter fans.
Right.
So you'll be able to have Jay on a Monday tell you, you know what, that quarterback from Illinois, here's what he does.
Right.
And that's full respect. I don't have any desire to come in and bash the Huskers. I don't need to come and badmouth the Huskers. I don't need to do it. On this show, when we talk to you, when I ask you about, you know what, talk to me about the linebacker play of Ohio State.
Sure.
You're the guy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look, it's the great thing about the Big Ten, it's going to be a defensive league. There's not like when Ohio State last year, that they're going to be extremely explosive. I think they're going to be explosive at times this year because they got 3 first-round, well, probably 4 if you count everybody on the roster, maybe 5 first-round, second-round guys at wide receiver, but they have a new quarterback, right? And they got a really good offensive line, decent running back, so forth and so on. But that was what you knew coming into the season with Justin Fields. They're going to be able to put up points in bunches. I think this is going to be a defensive league. So I think that's going to really kind of bring it all closer for Nebraska because our defense is probably our most established unit. And so that's good. And then you got to go out there and grind it out. And, a lot of these kids are lucky, man. Is like, I was thinking like, when we played, I mean, it was only like 4 or 5 games. We got to play more than half of football. These guys get to play all the time against the best competition, the best league, against the best coaches, and everything's in front of them. Their hardest opponent is themselves, dealing with success, dealing with adversity, at some point in time dealing with failure, whether you lose a game or you give a game away or you just flat out get beat. Can you answer the bell again? These are all things that they can control, and which is great, but then it's hard, right? So the answer is easy, or the answer is simple, but it's not easy. And that's the hardest thing to do in sports is to not only deal with your failures, getting your butt kicked, losing, challenging people, being challenged. But then the hard part now in this day and age is dealing with success because, you deal with success, you get success, you think you figure it out. Then you got more people in your ear. You got the whole NIL thing. You start getting some little opportunities. And then you all the things that you did that led up to being successful, you kind of gloss over. And then you might be able to get away with it another week or maybe even 2. But a game that you really want, it comes back to haunt you. And then everybody's like, oh, well, what happened prior or that week of practice? Well, it probably started 2 weeks prior. So, I think that, what they've done is really focused on like the little things that hopefully led to big things. And so I think they'll be fine. I think it's, they just got to go out there and play. It's the hard part in camp for all these teams across America and particularly Nebraska because they're, got a game coming up sooner than everybody else is that, it's close, but it's not close. It's like getting ready for the NFL season and you're in that last like preseason game. You want to get through this, but you got to stay focused and really put in a hard week of work because once game week comes, everybody the attention to detail is going to be heightened. But in order to make the attention to detail a little bit easier, where you're kind of just fine tuning to get to Saturday, you got to really focus on this week and do a good job this week of not being too happy that it's almost over. School's about to start X, Y, and Z. So, there's a lot of other things that go on. And I haven't talked about X's and O's. These are things that just when you're in your car, people don't understand about football. It's 365, 24/7, and you can't turn it off if you really want to be good to great in anything that you do, let alone football.
I'm just going to point this out throughout the course of the show. You're going to do X's and O's. You'll get in the playbook. You'll get in the video. You will talk about schemes. We'll talk about all the stuff just so that you have an informed and advised fan base. Right. Folks know what's going on. If the work is being done and being put in, they could measure up, and it should be interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to this football season with you.
NFL plays, other teams. I like watching football. I like somebody getting their head knocked off
All heads to bed.
I wish they could hit people like they used to, but the thing that get my juices flowing is a good hard tackle, good block or something like that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm a running back. No. No, we don't want any of that. We'll throw the break. When we come in, Big Sky. Big Sky makes his first appearance with DP&J and Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP&J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Early break with Sip and Jake.
Sean Kelly, Husker fan, he writes in on my Twitter. It concerns me that Trev is amazed, quote, is amazed.
He said amazed.
By its importance, by the sellout streak's importance to the fans. We're proud of it. We've come out to support the Huskers, Jake, for 50 years. Rain, sleet, snow, or sunshine. I don't understand why people think that thing's not important.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
So Planet Fitness is only $10 a month with no commitment. Pretty sweet. That's $10 a month to be in a thumbs up emoji place. Yes, I just said thumbs up emoji. It means that you're in the judgment-free zone. That's $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
2 Lincoln locations, just east of 27th and Folkways and 48th and Van Dorn.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket is all new.
Not all new. Early break's still the same.
The rest of the day is all new. Beginning with Happer and Schaefer from 8 to 11.
They both already worked here.
Tom and Bach from 11 to 2.
Tom's been here for 10 years.
Happy Hour with Nick and Rico at 2.
Weren't they both producers like yesterday?
One-on-one with DP at 3.
Not new.
And Old School with DP and Jay Foreman from 4 to 6.
Jay Foreman, he's new.
93.7 The Ticket. New lineup, old staff, plus Jay Foreman.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox, Kfxl Weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
Your KFXL Fox, Nebraska weather tonight. Mostly clear, overnight lows 68. Sunshine, highs in the upper 80s on Tuesday. South winds to around 15. I'm KFXL Chief Forecaster Ken Boughton for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You decide to buy new flooring, you want it installed right away. Hi, Steve Carper from O Street Carpet. With our huge in-stock supply of carpet, tile, and vinyl, wood, and laminate flooring. You buy today and we'll install it right away. While other stores don't deliver that kind of service, we do. In fact, if you'd have purchased your flooring last week at O Street, you'd be enjoying it today.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street and ostreetcarpet.com.
Don't you feel so free out here on the lake?
Not as free as this soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
Casey's. Buy 4 fountain drinks, 5th one's free.
I love free.
Well, then you'll love this. Bought this jerky. Got this free donut.
I love free donuts.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom Sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including free Lee Brice concert tickets. Casey's, here for good. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. For official rules, visit Casey's.com.
Happy birthday to the ticket. Happy birthday to the ticket. 93.7 The Ticket is turning 10 years old this week, and we're getting the gang back together to celebrate. Join us down at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket this Friday for a live broadcast beginning with Tom and Buck at 11 a.m. Register to win great raffle prizes, including Nebraska football season tickets or a signed Tommy Frazier jersey. Stick around until 4 for appearances from former hosts, including Mike Welch, John Gaskins, Jake Bogus, and Lanny Holstein. It's the Tickets 10th anniversary party this Friday at McKinney's Irish Pub.
Keep your home comfort system running efficiently with ESP from Bryant. Get total system checks twice each year and never pay overtime on service calls. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Tanner's Bar and Grill is still South Lincoln's go-to sports bar, but it has a different look to it now. Come check out the new remodeled layout and enjoy the game on any of their variety of TVs, whether it's college football, NFL, college hoops, or anything else. You'll find it there with great beer specials to choose from and nightly food specials. Half-pound hamburger and fries for only $7.99 on Wednesdays and French dips on Saturday nights. And make sure to try out their famous chicken lips, too. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Amigo's new Crunchadilla has the crunch you'll crave. Your taste buds will come alive when you bite into this crispy salsa tortilla that's loaded with melted pepper jack and cheddar, along with your choice of taco meat, Southwest chicken, or grilled chicken. The deliciousness continues with bacon bits, Amigo's famous ranch, fresh pico de gallo, and crispy tortilla strips. This Crunchadilla is a grab-and-go meal all by itself. Conquer your cravings with the Crunchadilla, only at Amigo's. Taco making is a team sport. Here at Amigos, we want you to join our roster of the most talented taco artists in Nebraska. When you work at Amigos, you'll be on a team of people who have each other's backs. We offer a fast-paced, friendly work environment and flexible scheduling to fit your busy life. Join our team, meet your Amigos, and become a customer service expert, all while furthering your career. Be Amigos. Apply today at AmigosKings.com.
This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let's close it out. Let's bring in Big Sky. First of all, kind sir, the fact that you're running the ship late at night brings me great pleasure and joy. It means a lot to know that you're going to be in the building handling things.
I'd like to be a calming presence for everyone, especially Nicole. That's she gets into her first radio show ever.
Yeah, it's good stuff though, but she's the right one.
Oh yeah,
and we said it on purpose. I am a gift giver. I was in your spot, and I know you're a Minnesota Wild fan, so I had to go in the building and actually get you something from in the building. I didn't just go shopping at the mall. I wanted to go in their store and get something for you.
So you went at the Kfxl Energy Center.
I did indeed, kind sir. So,
my favorite thing that happens in the Kfxl Energy Center is actually the Minnesota High School Hockey State Championship. Every year, single A and triple A or double A in Minnesota is in there, and they get the crazy hair going. So it's always fun to watch on TV up in North Dakota.
They do the thing. It was kind of cool, and it's a pretty nice facility. I was like, wait a minute, sitting in the middle of nowhere. So what are your thoughts for the day? What do you got?
I guess the thing that's been on my mind since yesterday is it wrong as a Husker fan or a sports fan in general to set your expectations so that you can be pleasantly surprised with the season? Because I seem to be getting a lot of heat on the text line for my Husker prediction, but it's because I want to be pleasantly surprised and not disgusted.
What did you predict?
2-10 or 3-9.
Ooh, damn.
Ooh.
Damn, Big Sky. You
Look at him go. Come in throwing flames.
His look is, come on, man.
Listen, Big Sky, you set it on fire now. Nicole's got to come clean it up. That's the way it should be done. Greatly appreciated. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same folks, same fun. Love yourselves, love others.
Keep your home comfort system running efficiently with ESP